Joining us now is one of the 2025 Three Arts Grants recipients, Odette Stout. Odette, welcome to the show.
Hi, how's it going?
We're so good. And first of all, congratulations. Like this.
Wow, thank you.
What a huge honor. Where were you when you got the news?
I was at one of my favorite cafes, Foxglove in Pilsen. You know, they tell you you're not supposed to tell anyone, but I accidentally blurted it out to the whole cafe. I was so excited.
Right?
I would.
How would you not? Look, so your bio describes you as an artist and a drag performer. And look, I got to tell you, after delving into your work, I'm totally becoming completely obsessed with what you do. How would you broaden that definition and describe your work? Because it's magnificent.
Oh, you are so sweet. Everything I do really is about creating experiences of beauty and transformation for trans people and hopefully for audiences who are participating in the work. I do these big performances that are part fashion, part poetry, part new media. Basically, I'm trying to make as much collaboration as possible. So it's these big performances that involve like fashion, drag, projection, music, all wrapped up into a big extravaganza.
A big extravaganza bow going on there. So who are some of your influences? I mean, there's you can kind of, there's a little bit of like underground club kid that's going on with your work, but there's also this like incredible, as you said, like interactive poetry that's involved that's going on. Where did you come from?
What's happening? Let's talk about it.
I mean, I am so inspired by the drag and nightlife scenes in Chicago. I've been here for around 10 years. And when I moved here from Indiana, I was just astonished to see all of these club kids who were out here making their own looks and going out into public, just like bending reality by walking around out in the world. And I was like, oh, I have to do that. And that, you know, they truly are my inspiration.
Where did you start your work here in Chicago?
I was just wearing my work out to the clubs. I loved seeing I was going out to the drag shows. I was going out dancing, and I was like, I want to do this. So I started making these wild garments. At the time, I was a cake decorator. So I was like piping silicone using cake decorating tools.
It all comes together.
And then I just wear these things out, these like rubber headpieces and corsets out to the club.
Oh, okay, thank you. It's like another piece of the puzzle. Just like when I'm like, that makes total sense because the work that the wearable art that you have, they are, some of them are just confections. You know, they did go with your bakery background going on there.
Totally. And that's where it's coming from. That's the tools that I use.
I love that. So now, when did you start doing this more than just like, I'm just wearing this out? When did this be like, all right, now we're doing our installations?
Well, you know, it was little by little. First, I started making costumes for other people. I started what is now my studio lending library, which is open to drag artists in Chicago. People wanted to wear the crazy things I was making, so I just made them available. And then I started doing art installations with them, like fine art shows at galleries. And a little over a year ago, I started performing on my own, doing drag as Odette. And it's just kind of built from there into bigger scale shows involving more and more performers.
Yeah, I love, oh my gosh, you are truly an inspiration, Odette. I'm like, you know, hey, I've got a vision, I'm seeing something and then making it come to happen. Look, one of the things that I love about when the list for Three Arts Chicago, unless you happen to be at that cafe in Pilsen, when you just screamed it out. Every year when the list is released, it is just filled with some of the most exciting artists and performers in the country, let alone Chicago. Can you just, so for folks out there who are listening, like, oh, they got a grant, big whoop, you know, like what is the process like to be vetted and to apply for the Three Arts Chicago grant?
Sure. I mean, well, it's incredibly humbling to be a part of this year. This is like beyond my wildest dreams, honestly, because every year artists that I really admire are selected for this grant.
Right.
And the process is one of nomination, where another artist in Chicago recommends us to the organization. We do a pretty lengthy application process, our portfolio. We write about our history, about our practice, about our hopes for the future, about our plans. And then you cross your fingers and you wait.
And then you get a phone call or an email, and
then you scream in the cafe.
Scream in a
cafe.
Oh my gosh! I think we have inspiration for one of your pieces. Screaming in a
Cafe.
cafe. You know?
There you go.
So, along with just the prestige and the title of being one of the 3 arts grant winners, just break it down for us. Like, what does receiving this grant mean to you and your work?
I mean, I think for me, honestly, receiving the grant is life-changing. My whole practice is oriented around creating collaborative artistic projects that are supposed to get queer people paid and help queer people get paid to make art with me. And this is going to make it possible for me to do a bigger project than I've ever done. It's going to be some stability in my life. You know, I put everything into my art.
Yeah.
And it's also just, you know, I so adore Chicago, and I am so grateful and happy to be one of the many artists working here. And Chicago art scene goes so hard, and to be recognized in that is really humbling.
Yeah.
and really exciting.
Yeah, like, you know, for real, like every year when the list comes out, I just go through like, holy smokes, look at these human beings that are just like out here really making Chicago
More beautiful.
more
Yes.
beautiful, but also more ugly. You
That
know,
too.
like they are
Yes. Yes.
like
More
ugly pretty,
weird.
more
Ugly pretty,
weird,
yes.
more just like
specific.
esoteric, but making you like think, or making you stop think and turn your brain off
Right.
and be delighted. Like it, as Ellen Miller loves to say, we have an embarrassment of riches here, especially when it comes to our art scene. And to see this list, especially this new class in 2025, it really is inspiring. And I'm so happy that I was able to like kind of start fangirling out on you, because I was looking through your website. I was like, holy smokes, like this is just beautiful
Yeah.
and strange, and
You were awestruck.
I
That
was
is the
struck
word. You
with
were
awe.
awestruck.
There we
Yes.
There we go.
That is the correct word. You were awestruck. Yeah.
I mean, we, you know, artists in Chicago know how amazing art in Chicago is,
Yeah.
and we know that we're on the mood board everywhere else, and we don't always get to see that reflected. And so moments like this, you know, I have to treasure it, I have to hold it, and it's very exciting.
Well, don't hold it too close. You got to share it with the world.
Share it
You
with
know what I
us.
mean? But like, so where, as you are, you know, where do you draw inspiration? Because some of
Oh my
these
God.
things
I
are
mean,
just
I
like,
feel like-
yeah, go ahead. Sorry. I'm just got.
I mean, it sounds silly, but it's just like I am so inspired by the drag artists of Chicago. We have so many incredible performers, people making outrageous things to wear, people making just, I'm not sure what words I can say on here, extremely
We'll bleep
good
them out.
performances.
We will.
People producing shows with almost no resources that are so professional and so inspiring.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm telling you,
that
look,
bring communities together where
Yeah.
people are like safe to realize themselves and create themselves.
again, Chicago is the place to be. Like we'll get it done. You know, it's like we've got
Absolutely.
that grit and that vibe going on. What if folks want to come see you live and in person? Do you have any upcoming shows?
Yeah, I will be at the Hairpin Arts Center for Exsanguination on November 15th. This is a show, it's a performance art show in celebration of Roberto Cifuentes, who's an artist who's been very influential to me and who I admire very much. It's his sabbatical, and a group of performers are getting together to do body-based performance art in celebration of him. I'm looking forward to it a lot.
All righty.
Very cool.
All righty. And how can folks find you if they want to learn a little bit more about you?
They can check out my website, OdetteStout.com, or they can find me on Instagram, which is where I post all my performances that are upcoming, 000.det, Odette.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
I see
I
what
love
you did.
that.
That it's
Yeah.
more like
And a little
Jet.
type
Yeah.
there, a little-
Jet. We got going on there. Well, Odette Stout, congratulations again on being a 3 Arts Chicago grant recipient. Congrats. I know it's going to be life-changing for you,
Yes, it will.
and it's going to be life-changing for us here in Chicago because we get to see how you are going to put these resources to use. So congratulations again. Odette
you.
Stout, have a fabulous day.
Yes. And
Wow,
congrats
you
again.
as well. Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you.